Hey there everyone, JCM45 here, bringing you yet another action figure review. And real quick before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our viewers and subscribers. We are officially over 100 subs, and that's pretty awesome. Thanks guys, you're great. So to get into it, we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts event exclusive Ultra Instinct Sign Son Goku. And so to take a look at the packaging real quick, this is Goku in his Ultra Instinct Sign form as he appeared in the Tournament of Power saga in Dragon Ball Super. The art on the packaging is consistent with the previously released event exclusives from the past few years. We've got 2 years ago, it started with SDCC Broly, Perfect Cell. Then we got a couple more figures, I think Kid Goku in his purple gi, and then we also have this year's event exclusives, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, and then Android 17 and 18. So once again, the artwork is consistent from the previously released event exclusives. You have a nice window showcasing the figure itself. You have Son Goku, Ultra Instinct Sign. You've got the warning symbols there, the Toei logo, or the Toei sticker to show this is not a bootleg. Bandai's logo, Tamashii Nations, Dragon Ball Super, event exclusive. So you did have to order these directly on the premium Bandai website, and that was kind of a pain in the butt, so that was fun. Taking a look at the side, you have some more artwork, Son Goku, Ultra Instinct Sign, Dragon Ball Super. Flip it to the back, you have some promotional shots of Goku there in various poses, looking cool. Flip it on to the side there, you have more promotional shots of Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. On the top, just SH Figuarts, nothing special. And on the bottom, SH Figuarts Son Goku Ultra Instinct Sign. Alright, so now that we took a quick look at that packaging, let's take a look at the figure. Alright, here's Goku out of the packaging. Looking pretty good with his blue undershirt mostly intact, and his orange vest completely blown away. So the first time we've gotten a Goku figure with this look. He is notable for having this look several times throughout the Dragon Ball story, notably when he fights Frieza on planet Namek, and when he fights evil Kid Buu at the end of Dragon Ball Z, as well as during the Tournament of Power when he achieves Ultra Instinct Sign right here. And so that's really cool to finally have a blue shirt Goku. So let's take a closer look at him here. Zooming in, we'll take a nice close look at the figure's head, and we'll start off with the hair sculpt. The hair sculpt is the same sculpt as the original Ultra Instinct figure that came out a few months ago. That hasn't changed very much. What has changed, however, is the paint. And as you can see, it is a very nice iridescent purple or iridescent dark blue. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what it is, but does have a nice shiny finish, and as you can see, it does shimmer quite well there. It looks really good. I'm really happy with the way that this hair turned out. It looks really good, actually. I was quite surprised because from the promo pictures, you really couldn't tell it looked the way it's the color it is, and it's really nice. It looks really good in person. Moving on down to the face that comes on the figure out of the box. That is one of the same faces that comes with the Ultra Instinct release. I don't think there's much of a difference to it. If there is, I can't tell. We will look at the original figure here in a little bit, and we'll see if there's any differences. Moving on down, we go down to his shirt. That is nicely damaged in certain places. You can see the wrinkles and the various tears and all the detail there. That's looking good. The sleeves here are a separate piece, like the sleeves tend to be on most Goku figures. It's connected via a ball joint here at the back, and it's looking good. It is kind of a regular finish. It's not really matte or shiny. It's just kind of a normal finish, and yeah, I kind of wish there was maybe a little bit of a wash to bring out the details, but it looks fine, honestly. Arms are looking good. Like the original figure I mentioned in my review of that, I do wish they did some more shading onto the actual skin tone so you can bring out some of the battle damage, because there is some battle damage throughout the figure there that you can see, but it's really kind of hard. You don't really see the details that well without a wash or some kind of paint. Moving on down, we come down to the waist. The belt here is a separate floating piece, so that's nice. Moving on down to the pants, they're actually the same pants as the original Ultra Instinct figure, but they do have a little bit different shading, and the shading there is quite nice. I like that a lot. Shading doesn't seem to be as consistent there on the back, unfortunately, but it's there on the front, so that's good. And then moving on down, we're getting a look at his boots, and they're your standard Goku boots, and they look great, so that's awesome. Okay, next up's Articulation. So if you've seen my original Ultra Instinct Goku review, you can skip past this part. It's very similar. I'm going to go over it pretty quickly. It's pretty standard from all the Goku figures we've received over the years. So he's got a ball joint at the head. You can go full 360 degrees. Can look up about that high. Can look down about that much. And then can go side to side about that much. And actually, I think the ball joint in here is actually situated side to side. I'm going to have to rotate that and fix it because I didn't get a lot of up and down. It can get a little bit more than that, I think. The neck piece is on a separate joint, or a separate ball joint as well, so that can also move. Moving on down to the shoulders, those are on a ball joint, so that you can get a full, nice range of movement there. They can rotate fully 360 degrees around. They can go up about that far. They do have a bicep swivel here, and the double jointed elbows can get well past 90. Very nice. And then the wrists are on the standard ball and hinge system for SH Figuarts figures. Moving on down to the torso. The torso is on a ball joint, so you do get some twist and some movement up and down, as well as some rocker there. He can crunch about that far down. He can arc back about that far, and he can twist, like I said. His lower waist is also on a ball joint, so he can get even more twist there. Moving on down to the legs, they have a thigh swivel here. They can spread about that far, not too bad. They can kick up about that far, kick back about that far. There's a double jointed knee. I can go back like that. And then they have a ball and hinge system similar to the wrists on the ankles and toe articulation. Okay, next up we'll take a look at accessories. So Goku doesn't come with too many here. He only comes with 4 sets of faces and 4 sets of hands. On the figure out of the packaging, we saw his fists and the standard, just kind of neutral face on the figure itself. And so, let's first take a look at the faces and then the hands. So first face we have is a shouting face, and this is the same one that comes with the Ultra Instinct figure, except it has different color eyebrows and maybe slightly different color irises. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. And the second one up is the teeth gritting head. Also comes with the original Ultra Instinct figure. Looking good. And then finally we do have a new face, and this one looks really good in my opinion. And this is the closed eyes, calm face. It's the first time we've got a face like that for Goku, and it's pretty nice. I like that. So other than the fists that come on the figure, we have a pair of martial arts hands. We've seen these numerous times before. Nothing new, nothing exciting here. Same with these, we get a couple of open palms. And we have a pair of charging ki blast hands. And that does it for accessories. Alright, next up we have a size comparison. This time we're going to be taking a look at various Gokus. Here we've got the Super Saiyan Blue Goku body with a base form head, Ultra Instinct sign, event exclusive, the original Ultra Instinct figure, and then Warrior Awakening Goku. And as you can see, they're all obviously very similar height. They're all supposed to be the same character. We did want to take a closer look at the differences between Ultra Instinct sign and Ultra Instinct there. And as you can see, other than the shirt, The pants do have a slightly different shading to them. They're a little bit different there. The belt piece is different to accommodate for the lack of shirt completely there on Goku. Moving on up to the faces themselves. As you can see, the Ultra Instinct sign does not come with the glancing to the side face that's currently on there. And as you can see, there's not very many differences other than the eyebrows there in terms of the faces. And then as you can see, the hair is the same sculpt. Okay, next up is everyone's favorite part, head swaps. So, here we have the base Goku hair sculpt with the Ultra Instinct sign closed eyes. I want to take a look at this first because I got the idea to use this as maybe Goku, a Goku gathering energy for the Spirit Bomb or something like that. So that looked pretty good. Real quick, we will swap out his face with the standard base form Goku face sculpt here from a Saiyan raised on Earth. Throw the hair back on. There we go. And we'll take a quick look at that. And as you can see, that actually matches up pretty nicely. So you can throw a base form Goku head on there and it'll look pretty good. Very nice. And next up we have the Warrior Awakening Super Saiyan head on the Ultra Instinct sign body. And getting a closer look at that, that looks actually not bad either. The skin tones are a little bit different, but not too bad. I think this also looks good. Very fortunate. Okay, next up we have the Super Saiyan God head. And that one is not going to work too well. Super Saiyan God's skin complexion is just a little bit too pale to work with any other figures really other than that one body. So, that is what it is. Looks alright, I guess. But yeah, it's not really going to work too well. And last up, we have the Super Saiyan Blue head from the Broly movie figure. And moving in closer, that also doesn't really match up too well in my opinion. The skin tones are just a little bit different. It's better than Super Saiyan God. It's definitely passable. It's definitely more than passable, but it's not quite as good, I would say, as the Saiyan raised on Earth face. But it definitely looks pretty good. Definitely from a distance does not look bad. Alright. And so that is my review on Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. And my final thoughts are he's pretty good. I mean, he's your fairly standard run-of-the-mill Goku. We've seen time and time again. It is nice to get this form, or this form and this look and in action figure form in some way. I know a lot of people have been desiring getting a blue shirt Goku like this for quite some time. It's quite the iconic look for various scenes throughout the show, like I mentioned earlier, and it's nice we finally got it. However, in the form we got it, and I'm not talking about the character's form, I'm talking about the method we received this figure in, was probably could probably maybe be a little bit better. So, which leads us to talk about event exclusives. So let's talk about that real quick. As you can see, I did receive both Android recolors as well. They're great. I'm probably not going to do a review on them because they're just straight up repaints of figures that have been out for years, so that's fine. It's great for people who finally were able to get them, though. However, having Goku here, who does have newly molded parts as an event exclusive, which in the past is normally reserved for recolors of figures like the androids here, premium colors or redecos. We got a Kid Goku in his original blue gi or purple gi that he wore at the beginning of Dragon Ball. And that, I guess, had a different belt, but that's really it. However, this is more desired for a lot of collectors, and I think it was a real challenge for a lot of collectors to try to get this guy, or get any of these figures, really. Like I said, it was a challenge. With the servers on Premium Bandai's website crashing constantly, you getting stuck and getting 503 errors, getting your figures in the cart and not being able to get to payment method, not being able to get past your payment method. It was just a nightmare. It was an hour and a half of constantly refreshing the page and hoping you'd get lucky to receive these. Fortunately, I was lucky to get them, and I'm very happy and grateful for that. And I'm also grateful that we were able to receive event exclusives in a fashion that we normally wouldn't have in the past. Normally, you would have to go to conventions like San Diego Comic-Con or any of the Dragon Tour conventions to acquire these figures, or acquire them through the second-hand market. And yes, this was a lot better this year, and yay, I guess, for that. But with all the website issues, it was just a nightmare, and a lot of people ended up on the night of pre-orders being very, very disappointed. Bandai did rectify that, however, by re-releasing or putting pre-orders back up for all 3 figures, and they were up for several days at least. That run of figures wouldn't be produced and released until, I think, December or sometime in the winter of this year, so that's a bummer. But at least people were able to get them in some way. And I know Bandai, Premium Bandai, there's a lot of mixed feelings. You pay up front. The website's kind of funky. Shipping is a little weird. These shipped for me through FedEx directly from California, so Bluefin obviously was dealing with that. They did come with the shipper boxes, which were nice, since they, I guess, were directly imported from Japan, so that's pretty nice that these Premium Bandai figures are coming with their shipper boxes. I know a lot of people appreciate getting those. But, yeah. There was a lot of issues, I think, with this first round of Premium Bandai event-exclusive figures. Hopefully in the future they'll be able to kind of get things figured out and things will go smoother. But, yeah. At least they put them back up and allowed more people to try to get their figures, so that's a positive. I'm happy for that. So that's what I'm thinking on Goku. That's what I'm thinking about the whole event exclusive Premium Bandai kind of process. And so I'll get off my soapbox now, and yeah, hope you guys liked the review. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you do, and I'll see you next time.